Welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling when you're pushing so hard for success that you're just completely burning out? Well, today we're going to dig into an ancient concept that's all about sustained energy, a way to really thrive, not just survive.
So let's just start with a big question. What if everything we've been told about effort is kind of wrong? We're all taught that to succeed, you have to go through this painful, grueling struggle. But what if there's a smarter way?
We all have this picture in our heads, right? The lone hero pushing a giant boulder up a steep hill. It's a story we love, all about grit and pain. The thing is, that story almost always ends in one place: total burnout. What if the real heroic act isn't the struggle itself, but having the wisdom to avoid it? And that's exactly where this ancient Pali concept, Viriya, comes in. It offers a totally different perspective. It's not about how much pain you can endure. It's about cultivating a kind of heroic, sustainable vitality. It's the art of sustained power. Okay, so let's get into the weeds a little bit. What does Viriya actually mean? It's made up of two parts. You've got V, which means something like special or powerful. Then you have Iriya, which is all about movement, or think of it as the operational state of a system. So put them together, and Viriya isn't just about trying hard. It's the special power to keep a system up and running. And this is the really crucial part. It's a complete flip in how we think. We're moving away from the idea of one single brute force push. Instead, Viriya is all about the elegant skill of maintaining your system's uptime. It's about making sure you don't crash.
Okay, I know this might sound a little abstract, so to make it super clear, let's look at 3 examples from our world today that you'll totally get.
All right, first step, cruise control in your car. Think about it. When you're driving and you hit a hill, the car doesn't just sigh and give up, right? No, the system feels that resistance, and it just gently feeds a little more power to the engine to keep you at the exact same speed. It's smart, it's real time. That right there, that's Viriya in action. Okay, for all you gamers out there, this one's for you. FPS stability. You're in the middle of a huge, intense battle on screen. A great gaming rig doesn't start lagging or stuttering. It sustains its performance, keeping the experience buttery smooth no matter how much is happening. Veritassia is like your mind's own high-end graphics card, keeping you performing at your peak even when the pressure is on. And for our last one, let's think bigger. Like, way bigger. A long-haul flight. Those jet engines don't give one giant explosive burst and then quit. Nope. They provide a steady, consistent output for hours and hours to cut through the air and get to the destination. That is the very essence of Viriya: sustained, intelligent energy for the long haul. So why does this matter so much? Why is this skill so important? Well, it's because Viriya is basically our best weapon against our mind's default setting, which is, well, to get lazy when things get tough. Yeah, that state actually has a name in the Pali texts: Fina Midda. You can just think of it as your brain's low power mode. You know that feeling? That mental fog, that sluggishness, that little voice in your head that says, let's just quit. That's the Midda. And it's the enemy of getting anything done. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. It's the fundamental choice we face all the time. On one side, you have Thinamida, where the system just powers down as soon as it's challenged. But on the other side, you have Viriya mode, where the system actively rejects that shutdown command. It's a conscious decision. Do I give in or do I stay online? Okay, so this is all great, but how do we actually do it? How do we flip that switch into Viriya mode? Let's walk through a really practical 3-step process to take control of your own mental energy. It's really a simple but powerful 3-step loop. First, sati, which is just mindfulness. You have to notice that your system is trying to go into idle mode. That's step 1. Second, Viriya. This is the active part. You consciously re-engage. You inject a fresh dose of energy to keep things going. And third, you level up. When you keep that energy sustained, you can actually access these incredible high output states of mind: deep focus, which is called jhana, and real wisdom, or panya. It's a path from just being aware to true mastery. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. True heroic vitality isn't about gritting your teeth and pushing through the pain. It's so much smarter than that. It's the wisdom to manage your own energy system. It's about knowing how to keep yourself running at your best. So I'll leave you with this question. How are you going to manage your system's uptime today?
Are you going to fall back on just brute force? Or are you going to start cultivating that art of sustained power so you have the energy not just to start, but to actually finish strong?